Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we're talking about My Hero Academia Season 7, Episode 16. And I really like this episode. Liked this episode a lot. Probably one of my favorites for the season so far. So, let's just start off with Toga, kind of the recap here. Toga had some of Twice's blood. Now there is Infinity Twice, essentially. Kirigiri got free, transported Dabi to Endeavor. Twice is going everywhere. So Twice is getting transported. Copies of Twice, or copies of Toga, whatever you want to call it, are being transported to pretty much every hero station. We know that the effect is going to last at least 30 minutes. The heroes don't know how long it lasts. But 30 minutes is a long time. It's a long time, and a lot of damage can be dealt in that time. Endeavor realizes that we also have Asui, or Sue, and Uraka popping out of Kirigiri's portal hole as well. Toga, not a fan. Like, stop pestering me. You know, she's like, I'm not the maiden in love anymore. So she's trying to have like a schoolgirl talk with Toga, but Toga's pretty much over it, I would say, at this point as well. So yeah, Endeavor also realizes that Dabi essentially stole Shoto's power, or idea, anyway. So there you have it. Everybody's trying to fight off everybody here. We'll go ahead and skip through some of this as well. It's going to be up to Endeavor to stop Dabi, essentially. Hawks is going to be the one going after All For One. We have All For One basically saying everything is kind of working out in my favor now. This is nice. This is nice. I'm having a grand old time. Grand old time. So he's using the opportunity to try to get away. Hawk stops him, gets some damage to his forehead, and then, you know, All For One, trying to be the master manipulator, is basically saying, "Oh, how dare you do that? You know, he was supposed to stop me and end it real quick, and now you're having him do this, go against his own son. What kind of hero are you?" And then, you know, Hawks is basically telling him to shut up. So we then go to Toga Twice clones being all over the coffin in the sky where Deku is, breaking Phantom Thief's and Eraser's head's concentration. So now Shigaraki is full-blown power, basically. He's 100%. He's doing good. He's fine. Then we have Skeptic here hacking into everything as well. Took him a while, but he finally got into it. Shigaraki apparently is unable to move at the moment because he is fighting All For One from within his own body. So here we have Skeptic looking like he's got the upper hand, fully hacking into pretty much everything. Coffin in the Sky is going to go crash into the ground, but La Brava, oh, I like La Brava. I like La Brava and Gentle Criminal. I know it wasn't the best arc in the world, but they meant well. But I feel like they both meant well. So we see her hacking the hacker, if you will, and doing this cute little kitty dance. Kind of reminds me of the Pop-Tart kitty with the rainbows out of its butt. Kind of along those lines. So she's hacking the hacker. So he's trying to get out of there and run away. He was like, all right, we'll just set up shop at a new location, go from there, unplug, restart. It'll take them a while to get back in the system as well. So here we have Shigaraki fighting as well. We have a couple of the electric users here running out because essentially all these Twice are causing an issue. I'm assuming this is some sort of antenna, or at least that's where the antenna is on this tower. And then you have 4 billion copies of Twice. The guys in the airplanes that were initially with Stars and Stripes, like the first episode of the season, they can't really do much, being that if they fired, they're going to be hurting their own guys too. So here we have, see the face of the dog teacher. I don't remember what the heck his name is off the top of my head, but I think it's like the only time we've never really seen him fight, like ever. I would love to see him tear somebody's arm off with his face. That'd be pretty neat, but it looks like it doesn't happen. And then we also have Gentle Criminal powering up from La Brava, from her quirk. If you remember that, you know, La Brava can give her love to somebody and give them like a super power boost. So that's what's happening. We get a little bit of backstory here back on TARDIS, where Gentle Criminal is like, you know, is this really what you want to do? And he was like, you know, initially he tried to save somebody, but he wasn't fully in tune with his powers at the time. I don't remember if he ended up hurting them or killing them. I don't remember the full story. I know he ended up in prison because of it. He tried to save somebody, kind of backfired, and if he didn't do anything, he probably still would have died, but he wouldn't have been in prison. So that is what it is. So he stops a bunch of people as well. He wants to see La Brava. He wants to help out. So he is powering up here, bouncing on his air trampoline, if you will. And they were basically saying, the farther they apart they were, the more their love grew for each other. They're actually really not that far apart in age. I know he looks like significantly older, but if I remember correctly, La Brava is in her 20s and he is in his 30s. So don't worry, it's not a creepy age gap. Well, I mean, it's an age gap, but it's not like, okay, the 40-year-old going after the 15-year-old, thank God, because that would be creepy as hell, and I know a lot of people would not be having that, including myself. So she gives him all the love, super power up, and he uses that ability to hold up the entire fortress, hold up the entire school. He wants to help. That might be your thumbnail right there. Thinking about it anyway. A little bit of a spoiler, but not a big deal there. And then we also have, let me see if I remember her name, the sniper woman. What is it, Lady Nagant, I think? Right before he's about to touch the ground and Deku's about to move, she pops off his hand. So it's good to know that her bullets are strong enough. She's, pretty beat up over here, too. You can see she's all bandaged up and everything. It's cool to see her helping out as well. So it's kind of good to see these villains that were done wrong, or wrong things happen in their life, kind of taking a new leaf, moving in the right direction. Definitely cool to see that happening as well. And I was like, oh my God, yes, yeah, bring him back. Next, we're going to see Overhaul or something come up and just friggin' wreck. That'd be interesting if somehow Eri managed to heal Overhaul and he used his quirk to turn Shigaraki into nothing. Like, he just popped up, touched Shigaraki, and he was done. Because Overhaul has the ability to do that. He can make people sick. He can kind of do whatever. He has that ability. I know he has no arms, but Eri can give him his arms back. So we'll definitely see what happens. And then, preview fighting. Is this going to get wrapped up in 8 episodes? I have no idea. It would be. I feel like there's a lot they got to do still. I feel like we're probably going to get another season, probably a season 8, and that might be it. We might be done with season 8. I'm not sure how far we are. I know the manga ended recently, and a lot of manga, however you want to say that. That ended recently, and a lot of people weren't super happy with the ending. I have not a partaker. I have not read it myself, but I've been hearing that as well, that they're just not super happy with how it ended. But you're not going to win over everybody. It is what it is there. Overall, yeah, this episode gets like a 10 out of 10. Definitely worth a rewatch. Definitely got me in the feels a little bit when they started bringing back, La Brava, Gentle Criminal, Lady Nagant. Yes, there's not a whole lot going on, but there is at the same time. It's kind of like, yeah, the characters aren't physically moving, but there's a lot being said. So really like this episode. Definitely worth a rewatch. Check it out again. Do a double take, if you will. I might rewatch it later again today, because why not? You're only like 20-something minutes an episode, and I got the time. It's a Saturday. I'm not doing nothing till later tonight. But, yeah, cool episode overall. I think what's going to happen probably is more fighting. I think, as I said, I don't see this getting wrapped up in 8 episodes, but I don't know. They might end it with a movie. I feel like they're going to be, because of the popularity of it, they might do what they're going to do with Demon Slayer. I don't know if they're going to do 3 movies, but, this has been around for quite a while now. So they're not going to just let it go, They're gonna try to, most likely, as a lot of animes have done in the past, Attack on Titan being the worst, with finale part 400, all of that nonsense. I think what's going to probably happen is there'll be at least a movie. So maybe we'll get a movie after this. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. It seems like we're getting towards the end of it, but I really don't know. I got no idea what's going to happen. It's the story of how he became the #1 hero, so I'm guessing we're ending it with him becoming the #1 hero. That's my best guess, and then who the heck knows what's going to happen after that, it'll, you know, it's a shonen, so we'll probably get Deku and Uraraka, and we'll see some other couples pair up as well. Everybody will get defeated, and it'll get wrapped up in a nice little tight bow and be pretty, and some people will like it, some people won't. So, yeah, there it is. There you have it. Subscribe for more, share, like, all that fun stuff. Comment what you want to see for future anime cartoon-related content. Stay tuned tomorrow for the Tower of God clip. And as always, have a good one.